All together now. God, I love doing that when I was a little girl.
Welcome to another episode of
Try Guys Game Time.
Today we are playing Two Truths and a Try. We have our three cast members here. We got Johnny, we got Ash, we got Kwesi. Say hello.
Hello.
They're going to be competing to see which one of them knows Joyce the best. Nay, is Joyce's best friend.
I'm mysterious, I'm interesting, I'm deep, I'm alluring.
Well, I'll tell you how the game will be played. We're going to have 3 rounds of questions and 1 physical challenge, which I don't even know what that is yet, so I'm excited. At the end, one of you will be crowned the winner and become Joyce's ultra best friend, and you will win the ultra best friend award. Do you guys think you actually know Joyce better than the others?
I think I do.
No, I don't think I know Joyce as well as the others, because we're new. We're new friends.
Yes, you did take me home. We have had long talks.
Oh, I took you home.
Twice.
I drove Joyce home because we live near each other.
Very close, yeah.
You had to clear that up, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't go inside. I'm a gentleman.
Didn't go
did
inside?
No, I did not go inside.
Kissed on the doorstep.
Yes, we did. Kwesi's also taking me home.
I took you home. But we had long conversations.
We always do.
Yeah, you never gave me gas money.
Nope. And I never will. Yeah.
Keith, have you taken Joyce home?
No.
No, but once I saw Joyce waiting for an Uber and I said, where do you live? Do you need a ride? And Joyce said, nowhere near where you do. Leave. Round 1. Round 1 is the easy round.
What is my zodiac sign?
You said it today.
No,
I think
literally
you walked
this
in and
morning.
said it.
She walked in and said, well, I'm a blank. Otherwise, I wouldn't know.
Probably something we shouldn't do right before the shoot.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny.
Gemini, but specifically, you're the hottest and sexiest Gemmy.
Wow.
That's a +3.
Thank you.
Wow.
Okay, Ash.
Joyce is not one person, but notoriously 2.
Yes.
She is every woman.
You get +2.
Okay.
I should listen more. I thought Joyce was a Sag.
Give him -58.
Negative 58, you got it. Why Sagittarius?
Keith?
What are the defining traits of a Sagittarius?
Yeah, you give me Sag energy, and I don't know what Sag energy is.
Just say
it's
nice
Sag.
things. Say nice things,
Yeah.
Kwesi, and maybe she'll give you points.
No. You. Next question. What is my guilty pleasure watch?
Shit.
So, Joyce, as a Gemini, you're a complex lady.
I am.
So I gave 2 possible answers.
Okay.
One is man-on-man porn, the other is Coco Melon.
Not your answers, Johnny. Both. I too, Joyce, gave 2 answers. For guilty pleasure, my first thought was anime. Naruto, maybe? I couldn't remember which anime you like the most. I do know your comfort show, which I would give me bonus points, is Superstore.
Superstar. Wow, I gotta start listening more. I'm just gonna take it straight to the dome. Boom, boom, boom. Freestylers eat the menu, cause she likes seeing Keith putting stuff in his mouth.
That's right.
Joyce, what was the right answer?
I love watching D&D videos.
Any specific D&D players?
I love Dropout. Oh my gosh, the Court of Fae and Flowers. I watch that one all the time and I cry. Johnny, I like Czechoslovakian Glory Hole House, and I don't watch Coco Melon. I'll give you the link. Yeah.
Wait, is that the one where there's the wall and the
Don't go with that.
This set kind of looks like it. If you know, you know.
She said there's a physical challenge.
Yeah, the physical
What's behind that dartboard?
I'm gonna give you +5 for that, Ash.
Yes.
Darling. I do love anime.
Yeah.
Naruto isn't my favorite, But you know what? You get +3 for that because you were listening to me. And then Kwesi, yes, I do love watching Keith eat the menu. I do like seeing how he can stuff large amounts of food into his mouth. So I'll give you +1.
That's really great.
So I think you're at -57 now.
Yeah, no, actually, he got a -5 earlier as well. And actually, before we even started rolling, you got a -1. So now you're at sort of a break even, but -63.
I'll take it.
And what is your favorite Czechoslovakian porno video?
There's queer ones, there's straight ones, there's lesbian
Everyone's
ones.
represented.
I just like everyone enjoying what they're doing. It's consensual.
And why Czechoslovakian?
That's just what it's called when I search it up on Pornhub.
All right, let's move to the next question.
Okay, cool.
Great.
Copy that.
Who is my husband?
Oh.
Y'all did not watch Trolley Problem. That's sick. I watched your episode. All right, present to the class.
I think it was a small white twink a la Troye Sivan.
Once again, Johnny is just writing his porn searches as answers.
That's not what I'm searching.
My answer is Curly?
The Three Stooges?
No, Curly.
Wow, Ash.
Yeah.
Huh, you're so smart because I chose Curly too. Hey.
What? I have spoken about the love of my life so many times. He is my husband. He is my one human in the world. He is my anytime, anywhere, anything. RM from BTS. What the RM. He's been the love of my life since I was 18 years old and he was pretending to be black. Clapping them cheeks like a tambourine.
My mom told me I look like him.
Well, honestly, you got the answer wrong, so maybe you should have tapped into your mother. Because I talk about him all the dang time, so nobody gets points for that.
Why did I think you were into? Why did I think you were into small white men?
We're gonna do 2 truths and a lie. I lived in Florida. I like country music. I make diss rap traps when I'm mad at people.
I can hear Joyce saying like, I don't country music. I'm not gonna give them my stream money, my country, those Trumpy, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's 2. I don't think you like country music.
Ooh. My answer, Jacques.
You can't change your answer.
Oh, right. The same answer.
You can't change your answer.
Mine is that you did not live in Florida.
I know you live in Florida. Of course you write diss tracks. You're Joyce.
Right, it's
You be
Joyce.
spitting that shit.
Yeah.
Country music is what you don't with.
Correct.
You didn't follow her Instagram. This like a weekend ago.
It's like, I feel like Keith really is my best friend.
I was watching. I saw what you were doing the other weekend.
Yes!
Having a great time at a country line dancing bar.
Oh shit.
What the
Yeah.
It's so funny, Keith. You win.
Yeah.
You
Wait,
win.
what's the lie?
The lies I lived in Florida.
I knew you loved
Give
country
him
music.
45,000 points.
Okay. Ash has 45,00005
Yes.
points.
And I just think it's really crazy because I've told Kwesi so many times that my grandma lived in Hollywood, Florida, and I would go every single summer because I had a Disney timeshare.
You had a Disney timeshare?
Yeah.
Then
so
it sounds like you did live in Florida.
No,
Nah,
it was
it's
only for
timeshare.
2 weeks out of the year. Johnny and I haven't had the deep talk yet, so I'm gonna give him no points. You -50,000.
I'll take this.
That's crazy.
I'm so ashamed of myself.
Now things are gonna get a little tougher in round 2.
I actually said this during lunch, but I don't think anyone heard. What got me into entertainment?
Oh, it's interesting. I can't wait to find this out.
you
I'm not
did
sure I know
say
this
it
either.
during-
Was I there?
Yes.
You were right in front of me. He was sitting right in front of me eating. Eating a wrap. I literally said it and I looked him in the eye.
I was right there. I remember sitting next to you.
I think I'm gonna get in trouble for this.
Do not write that Czechoslovakian.
I did. I already wrote it.
All right. Let me do something else.
I haven't been a man as long as them, so I think I still have some of my ears.
I think you've been a man just as long.
The more testosterone you take, the less you can listen.
Yeah, it's actually true.
All right, well, I remember your beautiful operatic performance in Who's the Best Try Guy, I think. Mm-hmm. So I think opera got you into LA.
Okay, cute.
That's cute.
Something you said during lunch that was your first job, so technically it got you into entertainment because every version of who we are leads us to the next.
Smart.
Bookkeeping.
Okay.
Joyce got into the game for the money.
Yes.
Then she found out there ain't no money in this business like that. You know what I mean?
The answer is being a Gleek.
Oh, Glee.
So opera.
Yes.
There was an episode or two where they sang opera, I bet.
You know, there wasn't. So, I was such a major Gleek in high school that I became so obsessed with the plot holes in Glee that I got so mad at Ryan Murphy that I literally applied to film school.
Out of revenge? You got into it because
I had
of
to
revenge?
fix it.
Joyce, I do not remember that.
You were too worried about your child. I'm gonna give
Yes.
+5.
Thank you.
+5.
It's me.
And I'm gonna give him a half a point. What is my biggest fear?
Right, Czechoslovakian glory holes again.
That's not a fear.
Republican Swifties.
I don't think it's Joyce's specific fear, but everyone should be afraid of waterboarding.
Yeah, that's a fear for sure.
That is scary. That is scary. Joyce, when we drive home, or when I'm driving, we talk about love. Mm-hmm. And I think your biggest fear is not finding true love or someone who really understands you.
That's not what I put, but yeah. I put failing the people I love is my biggest fear in life.
Oh.
Well, this would be failing the people that you love if you waterboarded them.
Are you switching the person who's receiving the waterboarding in your answer?
Well, yeah, in this one, she's waterboarding the people that she loves,
Yeah,
which would be a failure.
Oh gosh.
You not finding love would be failing the person you love the most, which
Damn.
Wow,
That-
this is
damn.
crazy.
I can't even
Talk
get off
that
this
shit.
chair
Talk that shit.
because I'll give you +20,000.
Whoa! Okay, that's now you're still negative 30,000, but that is amazing.
Yes. Can we give him +50 and him +60?
60.
Well, thanks for the therapy section. Can we go back to jokes and giggles? So now it's time for 2 truths and a lie. A, I hate horror films. B, I write fan fiction for fun. C, I like to cook.
Once again, you said most of this stuff during lunch.
Yeah.
I really try to give you hosing out. It's not my fault.
I told you in the Best Try Guy episode, Joyce had told me something the day before that was like one of Joyce's only 2 questions.
I can see you not liking to cook. Like, I can see you being like, no, I want other people to cook for me. It doesn't bring me joy.
Bitch, you love horror films. You literally told me to, had I watched a horror film during lunch.
And we're supposed to find the lie.
Yeah, you're supposed to find the lie.
Yes.
Which one's the lie?
The lie is C. What was C again?
I like to cook.
You don't like to cook. You told me one time on a drive home, you told me about this thing called Waymo. That was like an undrivable car. But you were in it though. I don't know if they delivered you food or if you're
No.
in it.
It's not a food thing.
Waymo
It's
is
like an Uber without a driver.
Yeah, the messed up thing is that you're right, but your reasoning is wrong, but you're right.
Okay, so I get a lot of points, I bet.
Yes, I don't like to cook. So the lie is that I don't like to cook. You know, I grew up in the house where the men were in the kitchen and I cleaned the dishes, and I just want to keep that family tradition going.
Is men in the kitchen like common in Haitian culture or just in your family?
I feel like it's just my family. Like, the guys were always cooking and me and my mom would just like maybe cut the food up and I clean up, but
And Tobago's the same way. It's like men in the kitchen.
Really?
Yeah.
I love to cook. So.
maybe you're Haitian.
Maybe I'm Haitian.
Haitian.
Yeah.
I've always thought I might be.
so let me give you thousands. I'll give you 500. I'll give you 20.
He got it wrong, and he gets 500.
She just said 20,000. Just take your 20,000 and be happy. So you do hate horror films?
I hate horror films. I think the spirit's gonna attach to me, and then I'm gonna have a ghost haunting my family for 3,000 years, and it's gonna come into my body, possess me, and then
I'm gonna be a little ghost swimming while this little old lady's me.
Round 3, these questions are hard.
what is the worst trouble I ever got in?
Haitian parents. So it had to have been something small.
Wow, that was a great joke.
Joyce doesn't get in trouble. Trouble gets in Joyce.
Oh! I said stealing earrings at Claire's.
Joyce got in trouble by her parents because Caribbean house. She didn't say hello, good evening when she answered when someone called. We don't play that shit in the Caribbean house.
I hate that I didn't pick that one. I almost got my ass beat for that. No, it's not. I don't get in trouble or stealing from Claire's. I actually don't go to Claire's because they always accuse me of stealing. But I let my friend cheat off my working class and got caught.
That seems like a them problem.
What was the subject?
It was keyboarding, so I just sent them all the PowerPoints.
How do you cheat in
And
keyboarding?
then, yeah, I sent them all the pre-done PowerPoints and stuff. 3,000, 4,000.
Okay, so I'm
gonna give you 2,000.
Okay.
A Caribbean house.
Okay, but you were all wrong.
What was the weirdest thing I witnessed in college?
Oh.
You what? Witness?
Yeah, the weirdest thing. And I went to an art school university.
I panicked and I wrote the Goofy movie.
That's my shit.
That's the greatest movie of all time. When you're thinking about me, you think about the Goofy movie. I take that as a compliment.
The weirdest thing you witnessed, you said above your head, so I went with hawks mating.
I've never seen
Savannah.
that. I've never seen that.
Yes, and I say dicks, any kind, above your head.
I said a big bare bottom bitch.
You know what's funny? Keith is actually the closest.
He's not even playing.
But the answer was, I witnessed the rise and fall of a polycule, the apartment above me. They were going
I
at
got
it.
the mating part right.
Yes, you got the mating part right.
Give me some points for the dicks, please. Let's go.
Give him 100, give him
I'm not bouncing back.
2,000, 2,000, 20,000.
Ooh, I'm on the board.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, it is now time for this to go all the way from just a bunch of truths and questions to the try of the 2 truths and a try. It's the physical challenge.
Today I'll be doing a special talent that me and my sister did when we were on long rides, because my dad liked to go on trips. We played this game and I want you to guess this song.
Going, 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 going. Going, 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 going.
It's the final.
This is a try, so it's not a guess, Johnny. I need each of you to try to do what Joyce just did. And at the end, you need to say what song that was. But you need to know what song that Joyce was doing so that you can try to do that with your crazy voice.
That was so
Wow,
good.
very good. Ash, please, can we see it?
Say girl, say girl, say girl. Girl, like girl, really get it. All together now. God, I love doing that when I was a little girl.
All right, rapid fire. I want to hear what song it was, because that's really what you want.
I think it was maybe Californication.
Oh my God. I'm going to say Every Time by Britney Spears.
No.
It's the goy, goy, goy. The goy, 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 goy.
It's How Did We Get Here? Decode by Paramore.
Black people love Paramore.
Yes. I'm going to give you 16,000 because you got it. You did it very well. I'm going to give you 8,000. I'm going to give you 300.
Why do you hate me?
And with that, I don't have to do the math to know that nobody got more than the roughly low 60,000. Ash has. Ash, you are Joyce's best friend.
Yes, I knew it.
Joyce,
God, I wanna win.
you are now going to give the mystery cloche with the best friend prize in it to Ash.
It is some anime.
Yes.
Ooh.
So first, it's my home country, everything I believe in, everything I love, ID. My favorite manga of all time.
Goodness.
I got you a journal, you know, because you gotta write your feelings out, you gotta express who you are. And then I got you an album of my husband, the love of my life, everything that I am, everything I believe for, everything I love.
This is who my mom said I looked like before.
So yeah.
When my hair was longer.
We love Joyce. Congrats to Ash for winning. You've been watching another episode of Try Good Time. See you next time. Bye.